Happy Sunday. So today is Sunday and we're recording. It is time to record podcast time again. And this week's podcast, I wanted to talk about something that we beauty pros are so bad at doing, which is taking some time for ourselves. And I am raising my hand up high into the sky and I'm waving it. I am waving it because I am notorious for that. So I wanted to do a special podcast that will tie along with my blog, and it's okay to take a break, and also talking about the power behind it. So I know you're probably rolling your eyes at me and you're like, that's nice, Celeste, you could take a break, but we have things to do. And I know in doing business, you have to work in your business, actually working with clients and working in it physically, and then you have to work on it, which is like the behind the scenes that nobody sees, which takes as much work. On top, we have social media, and I could go on and all the amazing things that come behind being an entrepreneur. But I want to just give you 3 simple steps that you can implement and why it's so important to take a break. So you can go ahead and empower yourself and also help your business grow and get a refresh and restart whenever you need it. So we're going to start with number 1. First, take a break because it gives you a moment to see clearly. So how many times have you actually been so frustrated that, you're working so hard, like not just in it, but also on it behind the scenes, and you feel overwhelmed and frustrating and you're trying to get stuff done and it's not happening? I really feel, and I know a lot of you guys can agree to this with me, even if you don't believe whatever you believe in, there's a transfer of energy, okay? You can feel when somebody's crying and sad. There's people that are so sad and they're crying so much that you can feel that energy. You're like, wow, that person's super sad. It's the same thing. I feel like when we're not being our best selves and we're not open to receive, we're blocking our answers. So it's really important to take a break, to see clearly, to I always schedule 2 days a week to disconnect from social media and my business. I'm not allowed to touch my business that day. To just focus on myself and my family, to be present in the moment, and to kind of refresh and replenish myself, because we are human. We have our own needs and wants away from our business and away from, other things that we need to do. We sometimes need a moment to be present, so important to be present and to just be. Number 2 would be to go back and remember your why when you take your break. And why is your why so powerful? Because I can bet at least 90% of you guys didn't become business owners or are being educators to be overworked, to be frustrated, and to work over 12 hours a day, or overwork yourself, super thin to be quote unquote successful. Because I really truly believe success is so individual. So it's so important when you take a break, go back to your why. Why did you decide to become a beauty business owner? Was it to be able to have more free time? Was it to be able to control your schedule, control your income, whatever your why was? For me, my why is always greater than me. It has nothing to do with me. There's another bigger reason that I have for my why. And keeping in touch with that really helps me to not only take a break and be like, okay, I need to take a break to remember why I'm doing this, but also to keep me focused in my business. Hey, am I going to the sidelines? Am I losing focus of what's important in my business to give to others? So remembering your why while you're taking your break, it's so important. It has really helped me as well to see, the things I'm grateful for the things that right now are happening for me. And it's just a really awesome way to take a break and, be able to come back refreshed and empowered from it. And the last one that I was going to talk about to you guys is that why you should take a break is because our human bodies are not designed to be overworked 24/7. And I work with a therapist, okay, because being at home has been hard for me, and I can admit that. But she was telling me that we need to at least get 7 hours of sleep, okay, 7 hours of sleep every day to function properly. I usually get between 2-3 hours a night, which is horrible, and I'm working on that because it's really bad for my health too. But it's so important to take a break because the best ideas happen on my days off. So I know I get a lot of questions about how I come up with my ideas for whether it's my lives or my blog or so many other things that I do. And it literally happens on my days off because I have time to just like kind of shut it down and just be focused on where I'm at. And maybe I'll just be like playing in the water and then this crazy idea comes into my head and I just write it down and just, keep on going with my day. And just been so many years on overworking myself because I have been there. And the reason why I wanted to do this podcast was to empower you guys to, it's okay if you take a break off. If you take a break from, social media for a day or two, if you don't work 7 days a week, if you only work 5 or 4, you can still make as much money. You can still be successful without overworking yourself. And I just been seeing that so much that we live in this society where you have to work and nonstop and do. And I was in that vicious circle for over 2.5 years, and it wore me out. And yeah, it was awesome and stuff, but looking back at it, the things that happened, the amazing blessings and opportunities that occur in my business wasn't so much because of overworking, myself and, being there and go, must do. It was the actual me just being myself and being able to connect with people that really helped me. And I really wished somebody would have told me from that in the beginning. Everybody thought it was crazy in the beginning 3 years ago. I know now it's trending more, but in the beginning, everybody thought it was crazy because I didn't want to overwork myself. I did not want to work 12-hour days, 18-hour days, 5-6 days a week. I wanted to get into this business to have a life of my own, to create the income of my own and have a lifestyle that, would fit my needs, to become to have the life that I was dreamed of. And I got lost in the do, go. And it came at a cost. And I just wish somebody would have told me that earlier. So to end this podcast, if you decide to take a little break, remember it's okay to take a break. You will come, if you allow yourself to just stop and be in the moment, you can come back so much more refreshed and empowered. It really helps me to keep my cool and be a little more patient at home too, which has been, I feel like, a skill I've been working this quarantine time. But don't feel bad if you want to take a break. Don't feel bad for being human. And, as beauty pros, I think we always put ourselves last. I'm very guilty about that. But don't do that because we give so much of ourselves to others that we need to be well. So when we go and we work in our business and we're giving ourselves and our services to other people, we're in the right set of mind, because I really feel like energy is something that can be felt so easily. So anyways, I hope this was so helpful to you. You're always welcome if you would love to leave a review. I think I'll be doing a giveaway pretty soon. And thank you so much. And I'll be back here next week with you guys. Bye.